this is my seventh season in 2.4, and I constantly see how much we have grown and the amount of things that we can constantly surpass, even though let's say we've seen a bunch of things online, and you think to yourself, like, I can't do that. And, especially me being 35 years old, I am like, my body is not getting to the point where it should be, but I'm constantly growing, and I'm constantly learning about how my body interacts with others, and being able to work in this type of dance world where we're always constantly proactive and trying to be there for everyone, and like trying to understand how do we work for ourselves only and not cater to like, oh, this is the norm, we have to keep on dancing this way. But no, I mean, we can actually form our way in our dance life and in a way benefit us only as artists, and constantly remember that this is your body and that you can constantly work yourselves to the point where you want to be in your art world.
Okay, my favorite rehearsal moment, most of the Monday nights has been Pilates and then low fly and rope technique stuff. But when we had rehearsal on Monday and we were in the circle talking about how we rest well, and how we notice not being well rested manifests in our body. And I talk about my ankle injury, and when I do, I get a little bit choked up, and I don't enjoy that often. Like, I don't enjoy that. And so we were talking, and then someone farted next to me, and everyone started laughing, and it was so funny. And I wasn't going to say that, but then my friend was like, that is what is good. That's what's good, sharing the real stuff. So that was my favorite moment.
I've been really excited to try more on wall, more with the aerial movement. I'm afraid of heights, so it's been really cool to push myself and try to get uncomfortable and be comfortable being uncomfortable. That's been really exciting. And I've also enjoyed the way the company is exploring a lot of different movement styles, because I think that to be a versatile dancer, you have to be able to do multiple different movement qualities all in one piece. And so I've been really interested in seeing how that plays out and seeing how much I can push it. And I've been appreciating the push when it comes to the athleticism and the strength and just watching everyone grow together. I think that this is going to be a season where we really push our limits in terms of movement and our execution of that movement.
I think both exploring new movements that I haven't really thought of as much before, as well as reintroducing other movements from a while ago that I haven't done in a long time. I think I've been feeling my body come back into the world of dance slowly, and it's been a really refreshing feeling, and I think that's been one of my favorite feelings so far.
I think it's been really great to work on partnering with everybody, because we have some new people, we have some returning people, and every moment in rehearsal that we're reestablishing like trust with each other or trying new things or just getting some kind of random crazy idea thrown at us by Tony Hugh, it's really fun to figure it out together and just like sort of rebuild like our connections as a company, because we spend time away and then come back, and I think I love every rehearsal, but especially the ones where we're really focused on like doing improv activities together or like exploring new lifts and ways that we can connect like physically to demonstrate like the emotional stories that we're trying to convey. It brings me a lot of joy.
I don't know if I can pick a specific moment. I just really love laughing with everyone. I feel like all of our humor just mixes really well together, and actually, maybe my favorite moment was when we tried body surfing. When Joan was body surfing on Shay and we were all rolling. I think that was my favorite, because we were all just laughing and trying to figure out how it was going to work. And even though it took a lot of mistakes, none of us were discouraged by any of it.
Rehearsal moment so far. I think it was when Stuhr and I were partnering together, and she just lifted me in the air. I wasn't expecting it, and I felt like a feather, and I was like, oh my God, this is what it feels like. I think that was a really fun part so far. The rope stuff has been fun this year too. Partnering on ropes is always a mystery, but it's been really fun.
Well, I think today is like a good example of connection with the other people in this room versus like day one. There were a lot of new people that came in and everyone was a little bit more maybe guarded in some ways, and now there's like a comfort and trust to a degree that's been built, and we're all just like really enjoying each other's company, and I think that's my favorite part.
I love all of the rehearsals. I always learn something. But I think partnering has been my favorite part so far, just because I feel so connected to everyone and I feel like I get to know them way better. Specifically, the flocking exercise that we do is probably one of my favorite partnering exercises. I always feel so connected to everyone, and it's a really cool way to experiment with different movements and movement styles. So yeah.
I had a moment. So in rehearsal we do both dance improvisational exercises and acting exercises, and in one exercise it just involved saying another dancer's name, Sean Tran, and it's just a back and forth of us saying it in different ways and almost trying to like provoke responses in one another and be silly and incorporate movement, and he just had me laughing so hard, and I had him laughing, and we had other people laughing, and that was just really cute and fun.
So across the board, I feel like I don't have a specific favorite rehearsal process, but there's something new in every rehearsal that I encounter with and that I love, and usually it's always the interactions with my peers.